Okay guys, got something a little bit different today. I guess it's not that different, it's just more battlefield. But I guess that's what you're here for, so no harm done. For those of you who didn't know, or don't know about it, the site Don't Revive Me Bro had an event for Xbox on the 6th, which was the last Saturday for me. Yeah, it was a pretty good night. I got some footage coming up of some of the matches we had. They're pretty hard, because there's quite a lot of decent players around. But that's not what this vid's about. What this vid's about is just the warm-up matches me, Benson, and Jeff Greek had. We're just messing around pretty much. Plenty of those battlefield moments like this one. We're just flying around in a chopper and then we get shot down. You see Benzilla gets a roadkill because the chopper went down on flames on someone's head. And they've got another one here with this 84 trying to go for a nice sneaky kill on that fast mover there. And I hit the wall behind the dude and I got a kill, which makes no sense because I didn't even know it was there. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is the actual attackers of that particular match that you just saw there. Just a crazy match full of plenty of just lull moments. So here we go. Okay, first things first. I think we all just picked assault kits to start with, anti-infantry kits, because we're just fed up with the first part of this match being a tank battle. So we're just driving in the fast mover here. All infantry kits. We have absolutely zero anti-armor options between us. So we're just playing a game of cat and mouse with the tanks. So I stop here just to try and get a handle on where their tanks are and where I'm going. I'm trying to get directions with my squad mates there, and they're like, go left. So I'm going up left, and there's not really much over here either, so I've got to get over this hill here. It's obviously I'm looking and being cautious, and I try and go over here, but unfortunately some noob decides that is the time he wants to ram me. I don't know whether he did that on purpose or whatever, but there's a tank, so just get the hell out of here. I'm just flooring it to get the hell out of here because I do not want to be anywhere near a tank this match. So they go straight to B. I think Benzilla jumped out to arm A just as a distraction. But I'm going to arm B, go to the prefab across, blow out this wall. It's a pretty standard way to take the crate. Just get to cover and keep an eye on the crate. And as you will see, this works out fine because absolutely nobody comes to the crate. That was kind of the gist of most of the matches we had. It was pretty one-sided, which is another reason why we weren't kind of taking this seriously, because when you have a squad of 3 or more people who actually know what they're doing and actually communicate like we do, it's not really fair against people who just don't communicate or don't know what they're doing. I mean, obviously we're going to go for the win because we don't like losing, but we're not going to be absolutely just on the ball completely. So we get B, A falls pretty soon. Def Greek tells me he wants to drive, I have no idea. I just got in for the hell of it so he can have the steering wheel, and we're going for a little drive now. And all 3 of us are back in the hot seat, as it were, as we're just driving around. I got to reload my grenade launcher because I used it earlier. But they still got tanks in their base, so it depends on how we're going to avoid these tanks. I have no idea where the hell Def Greek's going. He seems to have found a tank, and luckily the tank did spot us, so me and Banzilla are kind of advising Def Greek where to drive right now. We said get away from the tank, so he decided to do a massive loop of the base and just drive down here, right past the tank again. Me and Banzilla just stunned we're still alive, and we can't believe he just did that, just playing with our lives, like he doesn't even care. But we tell him to go over the top here, which is pretty easy to do if you're not lagging. Apparently he was lagging pretty hard there, so he kind of crashed into the rock and couldn't make it over. I think I have a lightweight pack on with magnum ammo, so I think I can make this. See Benzilla there on my left, doesn't make it. I have 1 second left and I just about make it. I want to see if Def Greek makes it. He comes prancing down the hill here, a funny waddle walk, which I thought was hilarious. He didn't think it was hilarious. I think I'm telling him how hilarious it is now, and his reaction is that, pretty much. As you can tell, I've turned the actual settings of my headset off so you can actually hear what they're saying, just because the banter was getting quite funny, and we're just kind of laughing at each other, and it's always more funny just to hear people laughing at stuff. I knew there was a guy around there somewhere. I was on 0 health, so even if I was like there ready for him, he probably would have won anyway. So our squad bites the dust, and it's time to do the gambit once more. Again, just checking my kit. I think that was definitely lightweight pack. They have a T90 that is pro because it's being repaired and stuff. Where the UAV spawns, so we know about that, and instead of trying to engage it and have to deal with people repairing it and us losing tickets to it, we just decided to ignore it. So we're going up over the top here. Seeing as I made it last time, I think, oh, it'll be no problem this time. So I'm charging down the hill here. It was close, it was on like about 1 second before. This time I don't make it. I don't understand why I made it one time and not the other time, so epic fail for me. I think my squad mates made it this time. Indeed they did. There they are. And I'm spawning in here, just checking out rooms and houses. So I go into this place to clear out this this house because it's a good position to be in. And I reload at the wrong second here, just as the sniper walks through the door there. Luckily I get a bit of assist there and I manage to pull off a win. Unfortunately for me, I go straight to the motion sensors just to spam it, so I have no idea what his primary gun is. Unfortunately for me, it's an M95. It was a massive fail cannon, it's completely missed. I was really hoping it was a VSS or a G3 or something. I had absolutely no clue what I was about to fire there. Kind of would like to be rezzed, but it doesn't matter. As an angry looking window with a tank there, so we're always trying to avoid tanks. So I try and make it out the back, I end up falling onto the tank. So that's a scary experience. I can't believe it didn't crush me, because usually when they're moving and you're on top, they crush you. But I got away with it that time. I died by getting shot in the back here, but I just about managed to open the garage and Death Creek just slips in. And I noticed a tank coming straight at me. That's another problem. I'm kind of advising Death Creek not to alarm that, but unfortunately he does, so I'm getting the crap out of there because there's a T90 right there and none of us can do anything about it. So I made a beeline across the street to get the hell out of there because I thought the T90 would just come in and just completely kill us. Didn't happen, funnily enough, so I made the death run for nothing. I think the T90 goes for me anyway, doesn't even bother going for the crate. You see there the wall vanished, I'm trying to get the crap out the back. I'm getting a bit of lag here, but he didn't miss much. It's just a sniper came in with a shotgun, killed me, and teammates blew out the second section of the garage wall, finished him off. I have no idea what the hell that T90 was doing all through that, but we got the crate and we got the base, so it's time to move on up. So we get a little tour of the base here, which is now our base, it was their base. And it's pretty much deserted. We had a little bit of pressure of the guys coming to disarm the crate, but not a whole lot. And Benzada's telling me right now why, because I'm just going to check the map here, and there's actually red dots messing around in our own base, this is just a perfect example of why you don't want that to happen. Because we just took the base, and now you're 2 bases behind, and we're moving on a base that you're just nowhere near. You're not even near our spawn, so they have to suicide or just lose the match pretty much because they're man down, a couple of men down, and they got nothing to do about it. Obviously they got a tank in the area, and right now none of us have anything to do with the tank, so I've got the grenade launcher out. Unlucky for that guy that I actually managed to hit him with the grenade launcher. Kind of lucky on my part that he did give me an RPG, which is something better to deal with the tank with. In retrospect, I really wish I reloaded that Krinkov instead of firing RPGs and rockets. But my main plan with this kit was just to take that tank down, because it is causing us all kinds of problems. Vehicle damage, that'll make it go away for a bit at least. Nice drop shot on it. Get some lead on it. I even dropped an ammo kit for myself. How about that? I'd Krinkov reload. Luckily I get away with it. I really shouldn't have, really. I should have seen it. And here it's another pit, a fail. I thought he would kill me a hell of a lot quicker than that, to be honest. That's why I was just spraying randomly. I was just expecting to die, and I started spraying, and I was still alive for a lot longer than I thought. So it kind of makes me look bad, but that's only because I kind of overestimated the other guy. I'm switching kits now just for extra lols, because we're on the third base now, and obviously they're not putting on much of a challenge. I very rarely snipe. As you can see there, I'm not really sniping at all. I'm just kind of using a T88 like it's a assault rifle, the 4x scope. Spawned in a hot box there that I really didn't want to be in, so I just made a beeline for the nearest thing, which was bulletproof, which blew up anyway. So I really was screwed in every situation there. And it's time to make a push on the crate, because that's what you do. Pretty cool Humvee there, just gunning the crap out of something. And I think there's an RPG heading for it there, so it's time to make a move on A. So I'm going to stand at the back of the bus here and spam some motion sensors and try and make a move if I can. And that's a tank! God knows where that came from, but luckily for me, one of my teammates, Stefgig, there is awake with the AT4. Because I didn't have C4 ready or anything. He could have just shot the back of that bus with the main cannon, and splash damage would have instantly killed me. Hell, the C4 probably would have gone off itself, and even if I killed the tank, it would have killed me. So, hell of a lucky there. And I'm just spamming out some C4 here to try and defend the crate. I get a triple kill, and I go for the quad kill here. And doesn't quite kill him, and Benzilla steals it with a smoke grenade. God damn it. Happens, I guess. We got the crate. And he thinks it's hilarious. I'm a bit pissed off because that was almost a quad kill on my part. But it's time to move on to the other crate, which they're all crowding around. So I kind of wish I was an assault kit now, so I had some grenades, because they're kind of clustering. I see people just dropping around because I know they're over there. There's one grenade. Mainly using it as sort of a motion sensor because I think I'm out. And I go down because I was firing at the wrong thing, pretty much. I shouldn't be firing at AT4s when there are Krinkovs firing back at me. And I'm continuing to use the same kit because I don't think I've actually got any stars for it. I'm not really one to go for stars or anything, but you know, might as well. I'm in the mood to use it, so. And it's a good position to hold in as well. It's a good range to be using this kit on. So, stay in cover, keep an eye on the crate, and I think we get it. Not before I get sniped though. They start stacking up their snipers for some reason. I don't know why they start using a lot of snipers, but they do. You start to hear our team start to complain about it in a minute, because we start getting picked off from people in positions they really shouldn't be in. I think they're behind us, but I can't tell because their team's just all over the place right now. They've got a few guys in the right place, clustering around where they should be, but they got the rest of the team just spread out over the entire map. And I'm told there's a tank around, so I go over this side of the bridge, but it turns out the tank's also on the side of the bridge, and it's shooting at me directly, so I was going to try and do a little bit of sneaky C4 damage on it, but seeing as it knows where I am, I'm not going to even touch it. I've got a sequence coming up here. This is kind of funny. We're going on the bridge here, and obviously they either knew we'd do it, because every team always comes over the bridge. So they got the edge of the bridge blocked off. It's kind of a dead end, so I just try and make do with what I got here. Kill a guy with the pistol, pick up his AUG, kill a guy with this guy with his AUG, pick up his M16. I'm just cycling through weapons here, just playing a little game of pick up a gun and kill someone with it. I managed to use the range of this thing to take down a guy over there, but that's kind of where the run stops, unfortunately, because I get killed by the MG there, which is kind of standard. That you die from things like that all the time. Unfortunately for me, there's a little kid with ADHD, too much sherbet in his diet, and his parents got him a defib for Christmas, and he keeps on defibbing me when I really don't want to be. A grenade comes right through the hole, literally staring me in the face, and he spawns me right on top of it. I'm pretty pissed at the moment, so I just fire a random grenade out. I actually managed to get a kill on a medic, which is pretty cool, and it looks like that guy isn't going back to get the medic kit, so I did all I could there. I'm a bit annoyed that I had to take so many deaths for no reason, but that's why you kind of don't want to res people who don't want it. From this point on, it kind of turns into a irregular match, I think, from here on in. pretty much. We're just motion censoring the crate I want to take, and just hope to God that we get it. And usually that wall's blown out by now, but it's not, so I'm kind of stuck in this crate waiting to die. And there I go, dead. So the Krinkov came back. So we've got people coming back from the front of the base to clear out. People going for B, and all my squad mates are dead. I'm deciding what to use here, and I'm not quite sure what to go for. I honestly can't remember what I do go for. Oh, is this the USA? Oh god. Yeah, prepare for fail. I'm using the USA 12. Another just proof that I'm not taking this seriously. Because if you're going to use a regular shotgun like this, the semi-automatic shotgun, you might as well be using a S20K, just because it's better, like in every single way. USA 12 kind of sucks, and you kind of got to see why it sucks here. Took way too many shots to take that guy down, even though it was a headshot. And I can't believe the hand grenade got me, but it didn't get the C4. So that's a bit weird. And I get knifed because some guy rezzed me when I really want to be rezzed. Oh god. That's why you don't want to res people. Just make sure the area is damn clear before you do it. But I think Death Creek or Benzilla just goes on a massive rezzing spree because he's fed up of being rezzed. He's like, screw it, if we're going to res, we must have res like to the hill. And I'll make an even more stupid mistake. I mean, look how many people we got in this corner. I just want to get the crap out of here. There's a grenade there. Hell out. Going around the back here. Just about took out those two guys. Took 6 bullets to do it, unfortunately, which is why the USA 12 sucks. And it's armed again with just like literally musical chairs with these crates right now. We're arming, they're disarming, we're arming, disarming. Got a guy coming around the side there. And I just want to get into cover and stay in cover. But unfortunately, machine gun gets me. Heavy MG. And someone gets him, so there really isn't much to talk about at this point. It's just the, well, you know the word, it's just a giant clusterfuck, because that's all it is. It's just people going around and Benzilla's coming up to res me, and we've got one more crate to get. I'm going to motion sensor now, just to make sure that it's clear. It looks clear to me. And even though I'm behind the crate, I'm surprised that damaged me. I'm kind of a bit annoyed that it did. And it's just taken 6 shots to kill each guy, which is kind of pissing me off. I think at this point, I was getting a bit tired with how many shots it's taking to kill people with this gun. Or is there a massive fail coming up that kind of demonstrates my point? Crate's armed, move up, apply the pressure. Oh, got a headshot on that, which was kind of lucky. Okay, that was a miss. Wow, I'm surprised I came out on top of that. I picked up a different gun, which happens to be a sniper rifle, which kind of isn't what I want, but I'm dead anyway because I've got 0 health. And, we get the crate? Yeah, we got the crate. So we're moving on to the last base now. Their team's actually getting a little bit better. I don't know whether that's just people not spawn camping anymore. But either way, they're actually putting up a little bit of defense. And I spawned with the USA 12 again. God, what was I thinking? Either way, I'm just glad to have the... Yeah, there's me just deciding that the USA 12 is not for me. I think some of those shots hit him. Do I change? Yes, I do. I'm like straight there. I have to change the damn gun. But I get rezzed. Ah, God, that's so annoying. I guess I got to get a kill and steal someone else's gun, I think is what my plan is now. If I can. And there's an MG nest firing at me, so that's not going to be good. I'm sneaking around where the MG can't see us. That's the plan right now. Cross the road, literally, when we have to. So we get to the warehouse, no problems yet. I think they're just doubling up on the construction building. Which just sneaking around, not quite sure how we're going to cross this road. I'm having a little look, and I make the break for it. Just trying to sneak through this fence, which takes a while, because it takes 5 hits to get through. Now fences. But I hack my way through. And I managed to get a motion sensor actually on the construction building, which is always good. They sold a tank, which I'm actually in a position to do something about. And that is just proof that the USA 12 sucks so much. Okay, I think I was actually missing that guy, but oh, I really wish I had a proper shotgun right there. Hopefully no one reses me, so I can change my gun. And I'm deciding, I want to keep the motion sensors, but I don't want a shotgun or a sniper rifle, so I'm thinking it's G3 or M14, and I go with the G3. Because the G3 is a very good all-round gun. Good range, good close quarters. Oh yeah, just check in to see if we've got the squad on public, because there's generally quite a few reasons why I have it on public or private. Private means that anyone on my friends list can just jump in, which is kind of the point of this thing. But then again, having it on public means that we have an extra spawn point on us, so just makes the squad that little bit much better, just gives that little bit extra boost if we need it. I'm not quite sure if it works out better or not, but I'm sneaking on the same way, just with a better gun this time, so I can actually cover people as I'm shooting across the road here.
Enemies, take them out!
Got suckers on the roof up there. There goes one, and that's why the G3 is awesome. With Magnum ammo, you just pop some headshots off like that at range, single shot fire, or you just, not spray, but it's pretty damn lethal up close. I'm getting mortar striked. I'm really hoping the roof doesn't cave in and just fall on my head. Doing my thing here, just spotting as I go, covering people as they run across the road, and now I think it's my turn to make the transition across the road here. Tank wreckage is there, which is good. And now they've armed both charges, I'm just going to make a move up onto the prefabs here, and I can see them moving around there. And I get hit by the stationary AT, just flies through the guy's legs, which is just typical for me. It kind of sums up this whole match. It's just right in the right position, and then something I didn't even see just completely finishes me off. I think Benzilla opens up on a stairwell of people and gets like a quadruple kill. And I just booby trapping the stairs, because that is the end of this match. They're both armed, Alpha's destroyed, and Bravo goes down. So that pretty much signals the end of this match. It was a hell of a fun match. I always like putting the squad talk on the matches, so I don't know if you could hear me over my commentating, but there's just some funny laughs just to tap it all off. It's the icing on the cake when you have a good match. It's just a good match with good friends. So I must have put the scoreboard up because you guys like that kind of thing. Can't read that, I never can, so it's up to you guys to read it, and yeah, there we go. Plenty of pins. And our squad's kind of at the top, and Benzilla got a crazy score because he just went around rezzing everyone like an idiot. So I'll check you guys out soon. Get some more of the proper videos of Don't Res Me Now videos coming up soon. So guys, check that out, and
No, I'm definitely holding it up. No. You're like